When your doctor calls you on the phone and says, "Are you sitting down? Got some tough news for you," and then he tells you that you have a brain aneurysm, that's a hard thing to hear. Who do we get treatment from? Where do we go? Is it treatable? I'm Tim Lawton. I'm 67 years old, married, and enjoying being retired. We love the water and the beach, and the bike paths here are some of the best in the world. I was doing taxes, just finishing taxes, and I thought, well, taxes will give you a headache, right? So I didn't pay a lot of attention to the headaches, even though they had gone on for about 2 to 3 weeks. And then along with the headaches came a problem with my vision. I was no longer reading for enjoyment. It just hurt too much.
I was aware of the fact that he was having kind of these persistent headaches, but it was really when I saw some balance issues that I, as a nurse, I was like, this is not okay.
And then came the falls, 3 of them in the course of about maybe 11 days. And it was the 3rd fall where my wife, who's a nurse, looked at me and she said, "This is not normal. We're going to go see the doctor today."
That was the final straw that I was like, we are going to get help.
I sought treatment early on through going to back to my doctor. And he said, people come from all over the world to be treated with aneurysms by Dr. Zahner. You need to go see him.
The size of the aneurysm was somewhat surprising because of the location, and it also shows that aneurysms can get rather large before they become symptomatic.
When doctors tell you that this is one of the largest aneurysms that they've seen in their career, and they've seen thousands of aneurysms, it kind of takes your breath away.
In addition, the aneurysm was very irregular, and we felt that this aneurysm is close to rupture.
It was made very clear to me that aneurysm was in fact a direct threat to my survival. Dr. Zahner informed me that using these coils, they could contain the part of the aneurysm that was at risk of bursting, and a burst would be fatal.
About 25 to 30% of patients who have a burst aneurysm or a hemorrhage, a brain hemorrhage from an aneurysm, die early on or don't make it even to the hospital. So in terms of brain aneurysm, it's very important to diagnose early, before the rupture and before permanent damage occurs. So I would say more than 85% of aneurysms can be coiled or can be treated with endovascular techniques.
I didn't know such a process existed. We started studying up on coils and stents, and we were just like, wow, here we are in the right town with the right doctor at the right time with a new technology.
Companies like Balt spend a lot of effort, time, investment into the treatment of aneurysms. They developed new tools, new technologies to treat this aneurysm safer.
So they went in through my wrist, right here, and they, with one little hole, went all the way up into my brain, behind my right eye. And in this case, having the ability to go in without having to do some type of surgical intervention allowed me to recover quickly.
He was asking before we were discharged, when can I ride my bike again? When can I ride my bike? And they were saying, no, let's give it at least 2 to 3 weeks minimally. And on the 2-week mark, he was like, it's 2 weeks. Let's go for a bike ride. And we did. We got back on our bikes and we rode our 14-mile cycle that is here to the beautiful beach and back. And it was just remarkable to me. It still is remarkable to me that we were able to return to life.
I walked out and sat in my car and was driven home by my son, and I will never forget that ride home. It was exhilarating, and it may not have happened if I hadn't gotten early detection. I think if this video does anything of benefit through someone getting this type of early treatment and care, I want all over that. I want to be part of that. One of my doctors told me when I asked her, I said, is the aneurysm still a risk to me? And I just loved her answer. She said, live your life. Isn't that wonderful? Live your life.